Holy crap.
Hey, let's build a guitar. Yeah, I'm in. Let's do it. Y'all ready? Let's go, Gart. Hey, all I can tell you is, guys, I'm in it, but I doubt I'm going to win it, but I'm in for fun. So let's have some fun and build some guitars, guys. Nothing like it. Hey, I'm going to have fun and do what I can. It's time to rebuild life, time to come out of the ashes and get going again. So let's go. Everybody ready? Let's build some guitars. I want to see yours. Come look at mine. See you later. How's everybody doing? Spike here, the Frugal Fixer. Yep. Let me tell you what. Like it says in the thing there, I might have lost my mind entering this contest, but guess what? I'm going to do it because I just got to have some relief. Now, I've had a little bad spell here, and things are going to get better, but I got to do this guitar. This is my redemption. So let me show you what I'm going to do and give you an idea. I decided to get into this because, well, I wanted to build a guitar. I've always wanted to, and I built a CNC machine. I designed a guitar on the Fusion 360, and then I cut out a guitar or two and made a few, and now I'm ready to make a real one. So we're going to make a guitar. So let me show you what I got going here, and I'm going to take you in for a little view and show you what we got. First of all, I got some material that I'm going to be working with to build this guitar. So let me get boom, let me get that out of the way now so we can see a little better. Okay, you ready? So here's what we got. I got some pretty good light. I think you ought to be able to see what we got. And I've got to work with on this guitar. I've got a batch of black walnuts sitting around in the shelf around there, and got some of this, and I've got some bigger pieces, but yeah, it's black walnuts. So this, I didn't want to bring a huge one in here to show you, but I got that. So we got that to work with, and then the other main wood I'm going to use a lot of in this guitar is this right here. I've got some pretty good chunks of this ambrosia maple, big, nice, see, nice pieces, and got quite a few of these stacked up around there. I bought some big chunks of it and been letting them dry out and get ready. So got that, and then right here we have this is a piece of maple. It's hard, yes sir. Nice big long piece. See how big it is? Nice and thick. Look at it. And this side, if you notice, it's still got finish on it, because this side here, this was a brace out of a back of piano. A lady gave me a piano. She says, "You can have this piano." And so I called her on the sent her a message on Facebook about it. She said, "Yeah, you can have the piano." And I said, "Well, I'm gonna come get it if that's okay." So I got there and I said, "Ma'am, I got to ask a question." I said, after I looked at the piano, kind of looked at the condition of it, and I said, "Let me ask you a question. Do you mind if I cut it apart, put it in the truck, because I'm gonna make guitars out of it?" And I'll have to say, the lady looked at me like, well, I was crazy. She did. And a lot of people look at me that way anyway. So y'all just be prepared for that, because I do things a little different, okay? Be aware, I do things a little different. So anyway, I said, "Ma'am, I'd like to take that, and do it." And she said, "Well, if that's what you want to do with it, go ahead." And so I think she thought I was just going to unscrew it and take a few screws out and stuff. But, well, like I say, I do things a little different. So, yeah, I took the Sawzall and cut a couple legs off of it, and a couple things, got it broke down a little bit. And then I rolled it over, and all them braces were in the back. I mean, they were like this big by that big and, 3 feet long. And they got these huge, big old bolts in them like this. It's been in it for, it's a 100-year-old piano. And I said, well, man, that's going to be kind of tough. And so I went into the back of the truck. I'd already spread out a tarp on the ground. And I took the chainsaw out, fired the chainsaw up, ring, 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 and the lady looked out the window, and she come running to the door and watched me from the porch, and I went, I'm going to start cutting braces out. So I cut out 7 of those big braces and ended up getting about 14 neck blanks out of it. And then I also ended up pulling out, see that 1/4 inch thick fingerboard material. Look at that. And that came out of the maple braces also. So that'd be a maple fingerboard. So I cut the lady's piano up. I threw all the metal parts and stuff in one side, and I put all the wood and good stuff on the other side, and I brought it home and threw part of it on the burn pile. The rest of it I brought in, piled up to make guitars out of. So let me show you what I've done with the rest of that piano to give you an idea of what I'm going to build, okay? So y'all ready? Let me reach over and get this. Y'all ready? Here it comes. Look at this. This is a little carved top guitar body. Look at this. Got a little curve to it. Got a little belly up here. Arm relief. Jack. Switch. Volume. Tone. We have a hardtail bridge. 2 humbuckers up here. And I guess y'all are looking at that neck pocket going, what in the world does Spike do with that neck pocket? And let me tell you, if you ever take apart a piano, be prepared. You might think a piano be made out of really good wood. Okay, and sometimes they are, some of them. But a cheap piano is going to be made out of poplar wood. And then around the edge of it, where they want it to look all pretty, they're going to finger join in. Because I didn't do that. That was already there, guys. They're going to finger join in some mahogany around the edges of it to finish it off around the edges. And then they're going to put some veneer on top to cover it up, make it look like it's, well, it's like it's mahogany all over. You know, and then they'll finish it and you'll never know. So this is the body style that I've designed. And it's kind of hard to see. I know that makes it a little funky, but there's your neck pocket. And that'll be a fender neck. And I got to probably take that neck pocket down a little bit. I don't think it's deep enough. And then here's the back of it. And y'all can tell by looking, this is a piece of poplar that comes, and this was a factory. This was the way it was in the piano right here. And I just fly cut the back off of it with my CNC. So there's the control pocket. You got to make me a little cover for that. Got to get those done. And but otherwise, this is the body style that I'm going to be making for my entry into the contest. So, and I call it ambrosia because I'm making them out of ambrosia maple. So that's what's going on with that. Now, let me show you something else you get out of a piano when you cut it up. Because everybody wants to see different things, okay? Check this out. Look at the back of this guitar. Now, don't pay any attention to this hole right here, okay? That's what happens when you're learning how to operate a CNC machine and you don't know what you're doing. Or actually, that's what happens when the bit comes out of the router on a CNC machine. I got a better router. That'll help fix that problem. Okay, but look at this. You see that wood? I took this. This is a piece of a piano that I took the CNC machine and fly cut across it and took off the varnish and took it down to the original laminate that it's a laminate that they put on the back of that piano. I mean, you can tell by looking right in here. Look in that. See right there? It's just a little piece of thin laminate on poplar. That's all it is. That's the way pianos are made. So, like I said, that's what we've done. Now, this one here, if the CNC machine hadn't got crazy with it, it would have been pretty cool, but the CNC machine kind of got a hole in it. Now, this is a black walnut body complete, is what this is, and it's got a piano back that's been laminated onto the back of it. But it's got the 2 humbuckers in it, same neck pocket, same body style. I've cut 3 of these so far. Now, if y'all notice this body right here, y'all notice it's kind of black on the edges up here? Yeah, that's part of the story. Yeah, it's coming. That's part of the story. Y'all ready? That's what's coming. So, yeah, that part of the story's definitely coming. So, yeah. So anyway, I showed you the wood, and I show you what I got to work with. So we're going to build a guitar. Now, we already got the body cut out, and we were going to make the neck out of this maple. And I cut out a neck. But when the shop caught on fire and burned up the CNC machine and all my tools, and yeah, I did. I burned up everything just about. All my saws, my drill press, my bandsaw, CNC machine, powder coating oven, got it all. So I'm probably going to be the only guy in this contest with a guitar that's got a $120,000 insurance claim adjusted to it. So, yeah, that was kind of like the nightmare of this situation for me. But that's what I had to do. I had to decide to build this guitar and finish it because I've had a rough year. Yeah, we all have, guys. Everybody's had a rough year. I burned the house in the garage down last January, had 3 back surgeries starting in April. And, yeah, it was a rough year. And then we had all this other going on. So guess what? It's redemption and relive and rebuild time. And I'm rebuilding. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish my guitar, and I'm going to put it in this contest and let everybody see it. And, you know, I'm probably not going to win because guess what? It's the first guitar I ever built. I've cut some out, but I've never put one of these together. Now, y'all notice up in the shelf up there, there's 3 openings up there that I can put something in, and, well, I got enough parts to make 2 already. So, yeah, the piano guitar can be made into a guitar, and I'm going to paint that one. I'm going to paint it black, put some shooting stars and moons and all that stuff on that one, just paint lids and stuff. Be cool. I'm going to do one of them. And that's going to be a bill for me to put up and put on the shelf. And then I've got ambrosia and white walnut already cut out and ready to go. And, well, like I said, the neck thing didn't work out because, well, I cut the neck the night before I burned the shop. Yeah, I did. I cut the neck, a practice neck out of a piece of pine to test my program, to test my cut, to test my fit, to see if it was right. You know, I didn't want to cut up a piece of good wood, so I took it in 2x4, cut it down, put it in the machine, chucked it up, and cut that sucker down, and it made a pretty cool neck. And it's somewhere around here. I got to go find it. I don't know where it's at. I think it's out in the camper. So I got to find it. But, yeah, I cut a pretty good neck, and it's got like a finger on the end pointing this way. He said, this way, Jack. And that was my idea. I had it all done. And I've got the design. I can make another one. All I do is just punch a button on the CNC, line it up, and go again. So, yeah, that's the good thing about CNC. If you do all the brain work and design it, it's pretty easy to make another one. And I sent Ben a message and told him, I said, you know, what do you think about a guy that built a guitar with a CNC and a piece of sandpaper? I said, you know, some hand tools, but I mean, for his woodworking, a CNC and some sandpaper. And that's what I've done. I'm going to build a whole guitar with a CNC machine and sandpaper till I burned up the CNC machine.
This is from Frugal Fixer Spike. He says, question, can you imagine using nothing but a CNC and sandpaper to build? That's my build. Was doing the neck too, but burned down the shop and CNC. Holy crap. Frugal Fixer Spike, please send me an email to stream@crimsonguitars.com and tell me the story of that. And yeah, let me know if there's any way that we can help. That sounds monumentally shitty.
So now we're going to build it with a kit neck. So I've ordered me a neck here, and got some tuners. The rest of the hardware will be here tomorrow and the next day or two. And I got some finish coming to start getting it ready for finish. Got some fresh sandpaper here. So, yeah, we're going to get serious and start filming this week, putting this guitar together and getting it done. And so we're going to make my design, put a guitar together, and so I'm going to show you what a gold prospector can do with some wood and make a guitar. That's what I'm going to show you. So, you know, I don't know how good it's going to be. You know, we'll see. But, yeah, guys, I used to work for a Southern rock band. I used to work for Marshall Tucker Band, do guitar tech. And so I know how to tune and adjust and do all the stuff to keep it playing. But as far as building one, well, all that's new. You know that. So what we're going to do is we're going to learn about the building, and then we're going to use those skills we learned working on them to get it all tuned up, make it nice. And then I'm going to try to run down a couple of my old buddies and see if I can get them to play this for us, because the Lord knows y'all don't want to hear me play it. It needs to be played by somebody that can play it. So I think I might get one of the players that plays in the Marshall Tucker Band to play this guitar for you. So let me see if I can get in touch with him. I got a message out, but I hadn't heard back yet. But if I do, then we're going to get him. If not, I'm going to take it to the little dive bar in Spartanburg that all my buddies learned and played at the open mic night, learning to play. And I'm going to carry it in, and I'm going to hand it to the guy on the stage. I say, would you play this? And when he gets done, I'm going to say, hand it to that guy and let him play it. Because I'm not going to take it in there unless it's right. And I want them to play it and enjoy it. So I'm going to turn on the camera and let them play my guitar at the New Way in Spartanburg, where they can get a PBR and a cheeseburger with pimento cheese on it. I swear they do that. Yep, they do. It's called a redneck cheeseburger. So anyway, y'all be good, and I'm going to get on out of here and move along. I got more stuff to do and all kind of things to fix. And, you know, I got to get this video moving. So let's get going. Hey, thank y'all for staying around and watching that. I put the video link to the fire so y'all can watch the whole video of the fire. I didn't want to put a lot of it in the video. Nobody needs to see a lot of that. And hey, follow along. Give me a subscribe in there if you would, and a thumbs up. And hey, I do all kind of crazy stuff, but there'll be a playlist just for these guitars, so y'all watch along. Thank you, guys. Be good.